Hey TV fans, welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori, this is my husband Brian, and our dog Milo. We're going to be talking about The Amazing Race, Season 32, Episodes 8 and 9. Let's begin with Episode 8, which is called, Are You a Rickshaw? Alright, so this was the first mega leg ever on Amazing Race. They had so much more work to do, double everything. It looked exhausting. So the racers on this episode, we're off to India. So that's where the mega leg took place.
Bling, ding, dong, bling, ding, dong.
Are you playing the instrument?
The sitar.
The sitar. Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Well, fun fact alert, the city of Hyderabad. It was
It's actually Abad. There's Abad in the end of it. It's like very Middle Eastern.
So how would you say it?
I don't know.
Okay. It was once regarded as the city of pearls. It's now known as the cyber capital of India. Wow. All right. So they had to do some smog checking in India. And I guess those things are called rickshaws.
Rickshaw.
Rickshaw, not tut-tut, what they're calling them.
Tut-tut-tut-tut.
That's what they all want to call them. That's not right.
Auto.
Yeah, right. So then what's a rickshaw?
I know. What's a rickshaw?
This has been fun.
So you guys don't know?
Is that what they're called? I don't know.
Whatever.
All right, let us know. Okay, and then they had to do some coding, which Ishwar and a partner were really excited about because that's like their life, but
that's what
they couldn't get through the little game thing, which you would have been so good at. I just would have been like,
I would have been like, babe, let me handle this.
I know. You probably would have pushed me aside. Just been like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, I think we'd be so good on that show.
I would have just like sat, hung out.
Yeah.
Took a nap.
Go get a coffee, honey. I got this. I would use my feet. I'll use my big toe. Ba, 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 ba.
You would have gotten it done. All right, so Will and James decided to use their yield on the blondes, or the blondies, which was a smart move, probably. I know. They're like probably the most strategic team.
They get one yield the whole time?
Yeah.
The whole, everything?
No, because...
So how many yields do they get?
I don't remember.
Because if they get one yield and they used
because they have the 20-minute timer. Yeah, from the mine. Okay. You can like U-turn people, but yeah, the yield, I think that's just the one.
I just think that's such a waste.
We're so knowledgeable. Well, I think they were trying to keep good with their Mine 5 alliance, and so that, and then they were already
But you save
behind.
it for when, the alliance has to come into shambles. What?
I don't really know, but I don't know. Will and James got the blondes to use it last time. Now they used it. No. So anyway, all right, let's move on to episode 9, which is called This Is Not Payback, This Is Karma. So
it's not payback, it's karma.
Yeah, so everybody's just, doing their thing, and it was kind of uneventful, like nothing super dramatic happened.
I'm just going to go ahead and flat out say this, that this whole, from start to finish, I was bored.
And there just wasn't a lot of drama, which is probably good.
It wasn't about the drama. Like, I don't really care about the drama. It's more so like everything they had to do was boring.
Maybe to watch.
Like, it was so boring to watch. Like, nothing was interesting. They didn't have to do anything fun. Like, the other one, they had to jump off a building. That was cool. This one, like, we have to match turbines to people?
It was a mega leg. They had to keep it, like, not too, time-consuming or physical. Okay. All right, so can I just tell you that those bangles, this is inspired by the bangles. Those bangles were beautiful.
I was literally just thinking that. I was like,
gorgeous.
Oh, good job.
I was like, this isn't, I don't know. Could this be considered a bangle? Anyway, that was really beautiful to see. Yes. We'll find something interesting. Oh, when they took the molds of the patients, their teeth.
That was more funny than anything. Yeah, but I mean, what? Like, oh, go to India and mold someone's mouth. What? Okay, like have them do something crazy, like go inside of like a mosque or an old I don't know.
It's just anything but that. What are you getting lippy about?
Oh, he's getting.
What's your opinion?
Oh.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well, I know. All right. Anyway, let's move on though. Okay, so let's talk about how the blondies got yielded again by Madison and Riley. You're upset about it.
Yeah, I know. He did not want him to get yielded.
I know you love the blonde. I know. It's not my fault.
Okay,
all right. You can leave if you need to go.
Fine.
That's fine.
You're done.
This is why he's in the video with us, and then. Sorry. All right, we'll just keep going. So the poor blondies cannot catch a break. That whole place setting thing, which everybody's probably doing right now, getting ready for Thanksgiving. Probably not their way. Those napkins were way cooler.
Yeah.
But so Riley and James were not okay with giving Gary any intel about how to do the place setting. So yeah, D'Angelo and Gary are not going to do very well they might do well in their individual tasks, but
which is exactly what they're going to do.
They're not going to have any help. So you guys are kind of on your own, sink or swim here. There's obviously like a very defined alliance, the trio alliance, which would be like Will and James, Hung and Chi, and then Riley and Madison. So the Mind Five is no more.
D'Angelo and Gary are very in their own head. Well, they're not in their own head. So let's just say they're very focused. They're athletes, right? So all they're thinking about is the game and winning, right? So they're very their situation awareness as far as everybody else goes is not there. So
I'm trying because, okay, let's just talk about our favorite teams. So Gary and D'Angelo are still my favorite team.
Me too.
And I feel bad saying that because they are rubbing a lot of people the wrong way, but I think it is taking into consideration what you said. It's just that they're not realizing, like, hey, like you've been helped a lot, but you're not helped.
Yeah, you got to throw some chips on the table, you know.
But I don't know if I should be mad at them or just be like, good job.
They're just but that's the thing. It's not in a malicious way. Yeah. It's just they're very unaware of what's happening.
Yeah. So I guess that would be my favorite team right now. But I actually will say I like something about every single team that's still in there, and then I don't really love something about every single team. So I don't care who wins.
I actually really like the blondes. I mean, I'm not lying. I really like the blondes because it's just, to me, everything comes down to attitude, and their attitude was so good throughout the whole thing. Just flawless attitude about like getting both the yields.
Yeah, they got double yielded.
Double yielded, being last all the time, and just like their attitude about everything was just so money.
Yeah, just making the best of that situation twice. Yeah, I agree. I really like them, but they sadly were eliminated. But you know what? Their luck had to run out. Oh my gosh, they had the worst taxi drivers. They had they get lost all the time.
They could have done so good if they didn't get the bad taxi in the beginning.
So it was weird. It was like this weird paradigm between having like the worst luck, but then having the best luck, where they wouldn't get eliminated. So it was bound to happen that would.
They should. I mean, that taxi really screwed it because they could have. It would have changed the whole narrative of the whole thing because they wouldn't have gotten yielded because they would have been like neck and neck, and they would have.
Would they probably still have been yielded though because they weren't in the Mind 5 alliance?
That's true.
I don't know, but nonetheless, they are gone, and I will miss their spirit because they were very sweet. But
who do you think is gonna get eliminated next?
I'm afraid for D'Angelo and Gary.
I'm not worried about it.
They're gonna come after them.
But okay, they're gonna come after them.
Maybe
But they're not
Ishwar and Aparna?
Yep, that's exactly who I thought was gonna get eliminated next.
Okay, Milo will be so mad at me if I don't reveal his favorite. His favorite team is
Milo. Who's your favorite?
It's Hung and Chi.
Oh yeah,
It's always been.
Yeah, it's always been Hung and Chi, right?
Yeah, he loves Hung and Chi, and we do too. Like I said, I like everything. I like something about every single team. But yeah, I think it's either Ishwar and Aparna or Gary and D'Angelo that are gonna go next. Gosh, Will and James have been very consistent. They are doing very well, very strategic. They're doing really well. I don't know if that might be the team to beat. And then of course Riley and Madison.
Been
phenomenal,
crushing.
Yeah. So I think those two teams are probably in the best standing to win this whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. You never know. It could just be like sometimes it's just literally bad luck. Like just like a timing thing or a bad taxi driver. I mean, you just never know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who are your favorite teams? And who do you think's going to win? And gosh, what did you think of this episode?
Boring.
Okay. Let us know what you thought. And then, after you comment, maybe like and subscribe. That would be awesome. We really appreciate it.
Hit those buttons. Hit them all.
With that same amount of enthusiasm. And
I did.
Happy Thanksgiving. We're thankful for you. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.